Hello friends and hello student. My name is Ashok Sijala. In this session, we learn the two-dimensional array in C language. So first I share my laptop screen and here fix the position so you can watch better way my video lecture. And here Turbo C++ is there. I just double click and take some time process and now yes is open. So just alter F and file menu, and here our goal, write a program to enter 2D means two-dimensional uh, array and print it sum of elements. Okay, that type of definition means first we can learn the what is a two-dimensional array, how to print, and then sum. So how to declaration, how to scan, and how to print all are covered in this session. So first our goal, the syntax, and that is a input first we can declaration part. So here I write the syntax of two-dimensional array. So one-dimensional array means array is a collection of similar data type, and here is a two-dimensional is a collection of one-dimensional array. We can say that that is a row and column, that is a combination like table, okay, or in Excel sheet that is row and column is there. But the internal memory there is a no any row and column, that is just to our understanding that is a row and that is column. In internal memory that is a continuous plot, that is a sequence of that element in 2D or 1D that store. So here we can simplicity to understand the row and column, that is and collection of 1D array that is known as 2D array. So first here that syntax is a data type, and we can say that array uh, array name, and then in bracket first we can write the column size, yes, and then continue in two subscript, two dimensional. So column, so yes, column underscore size and semicolon. So that is our syntax. So two dimensional is a like a row and column combination of row and column. So like that index start with 0 0. So 0 0 means first row and first column, then 0 and 1, then that is a first row second element 0 2. So that is called first row second third element. Same 1 0. So that is a second row first element. 1 1 means that second row second element, and 1 2 then second row and third column. Same if we can define by 3 by 3, that is known as a 3 by 3. So 3 row and 3 column, that is in metric programming we can handle the two-dimensional array as a metric in like in your math subject in next semester BCSM for second sem, that is maths subject is come to. So that is a metric programming is also we can handle to two-dimensional array. So two-dimensional is a correct collection of one-dimensional array, we can say that. And um, then third row 2 and 0 index, that is a, and that is a third row and 0 first column. 2 1 index, that is refer is a third row and second element, and 2 by 2, so means that is a third row and second third column, means index start in 0, that is a saying. So we can say that 2D array is a collection of one-dimensional array. So I just comment for this whole, and here my always technique in any definition. First you can find input, then what is a process, and then what is a output. So here we can declare the 2D array and print, and also print its sum element. So now we can understand with help of program. And first we initialization part, how to initialize 2D array as a static, and then we can also user scan the value. So both we have two technique here cover. So here now on your end, standard input output, yes, and void main, yes. So you have to know very standard input output and console input output, that full form. And here I first save, yes, F2, that is a shortcut key to save our file in C, Turbo C++ editor is there. So here we can give the 2DA, means we cannot give the first digit to our file, and that is simplicity. We can just print that element and sum also. So element first three letter and dot C extension. Okay, so first we can declare our two-dimensional array. So first is a data type, that is integer, and then array name is a X, and bracket the row size, and then here column size, and then initialization. So we can handle both declaration and initialization in one place. So here that is a main brace, opening closing brace, and inner brace, that is a, we can take some value like 1, 2 and 3. So here we can say that first 1D array, that is a 2D array is a collection of, I can previously say that is a first 1D array. So after we can comma operator, and again opening and closing brace is there, and again our three element. So look like a table 4, 5 and 6. So that is a we can say that second to D means 1D array is there. That not second means that second 1D array, that is meaning. So that is a first 1D array, that is a second 1D array, and now last, because 3 by 3. So here that is a 3 row and 3 column. So every row is a collection of 3 row, and that is, we can say that 2D array is a collection of 1D array, and array is a collection of similar data type, same name and same data type follow. Okay, so here our last 1D array collection, and that is a, we can give the sequentially element 7, 8 and 9. So how that in memory, that is not, I just remove, because that is a 1D array first, that second 1D array, and that is also third 1D array. And here I in previously I can say that 0, 0 index of this first element. Okay, and then we can say that row is a first, but column is a change. Here row is a 0, but column is a 2. Okay, and then row is a 0 and column is 2. So that is a first, that 1 is stored in 0, 0, 2 is stored in 0, 1, 3 is stored in 0, 2. And I just above because some, yes, now, and that is a same process to here. So here start to 1, 0. Yes, so that is a first 4. Because we can some gap, so that is better I provide one blank in between, because just I simplicity for understanding. So here our element is now okay. So 1, 0, and then here one row is a 1, but column is also 1, 5 store in that place. I just give, and here 1 and index is 2. So that is a 6 element store. And here I give the like 2 and 0. That is our 7th element is means 7 value is stored, and row is 2, but column is a 1. Means that column is 2. So that index is a 1, because index start with always 0. And then row is 3 and column is 3. So here we can say that prefix is always 1 in first row, and 0 column, then 1 column, and 3 means 2 means third column. And same way here all row is 1, but means second, because index start with 0. So we can also print our index in input and output. In my 1D array all program I can print the index. So just for your reference I remove this all. So now I think you can understand what is a 2D array. So 2D array is a collection of 1D array, and we can say that collection of row and columns. That is also we can say that row and matrix program you can handle using 2D array. And now we can take also index I and j. You have to know very well, we can scan in 1D array is a 1 for loop, and also we can print using 1 for loop. So here is a 2D array, so we can take two loop. For one is a row and inner for loop is a column. So yes, let us first I clear the screen. Yes, and we can directly take for loop, and then I, or we can, yes, I, or you can row and column also, but we can take our control of loop. Okay, so here I initialize 0, then I less than 3, and I plus plus. Okay, and then here we can take inner loop like our triangle and pyramid program. We can take two for nested for loop. So here we can j, that is a our column. So that is start also 0, not 1. So index always start the and then also 3, not I. That is our triangle pyramid. We I equal to 1, I less than, and I plus plus, and j initialize I and j less than I. But here is not that case. Here is a 2D array scan. So here we can directly initialize, and now we can print our 2D array. So how to print? First I print normally, yes, so without index, and then also I print the index. So how we can print the element? So x of I and x of j, that is known as x of ij. So that is a row and column. And every row complete we can provide, like in our triangle, and we can provide one new line. So here also we can provide slash n. So one row after one slash n means new line is taking. So yes, and one gap we have to provide also. So let us how it's print. So yes, here, yes, one I can simplicity I remove. So comma is removed here, which means I, yes, now is yes, okay. Anywhere syntax error, that is a, so giving the error. Yes, now there is no any error. So sometime very simple mistake taking so many errors. So I index writing here, that time by mistakenly I remove the comma. So comma is a must be. So that is a first row and in between one comma, and every element one comma is there. So here 4 5 6 like our second row, and here first row. So in between also comma, and internal means that element also holding the comma. So that is a syntax, and that is a initialization static we can say that static element or static value we can. So here both in one place, initialization and declaration, and that is known as a compound statement in C language. So I save and compile. Yes, there is no error, and 2D underscore element exe file is generated. And now I run this program, so that directly take our output. But here I cannot provide get ch. Yes, so how to see our output? Alter F5. So yes, our element is printed 2 by 2. So that is a metric, like a, you have to know very well in 12th standard, or also some matrix maths subject, some metric programming is there. So here first row 1 2 3, and second row 4 5 6, and third row 7 8 9. So we can print also vertical. Okay, so that is perfectly print. Okay, so that is a printing in the 2D array, that is a perfect. And also we can print that index. So let us, and I now give the gets here, so we can directly see our output and remove this blank. Okay, save, and here how to provide the index. So here x of percentage d, yes, and then again percentage d is already there. I give bracket and colon sign, and then I print I and j. Okay, so that is a printing the index also. Yes, let us check. So yes, you can see the column. So element I one percentage d is required here, because that element is not print, only index is printed. So yes, now is okay. So let us check. I again run. So now you can look. 0 0, that is the first element, 0 1, that is a second element, 0 2, that is a third element, that first row, and that third column, 0 2 index. And then 1 0 4 element, that is the second row, first element, 1 1 second row, second element, 5, and 1 2, that is 6. So I already previously said. And third row index start 2 zeros, so first column, and means third row, and third row 2 1, that is 8 elements, that is third row, second element, and last 2 by 2 or 2, so that is a third row and third element, 9. Okay, and also you can provide between the gap in between, like here one blank page, so we can easily identify. Yes, so just run, so that element is some distinct, so we can easily identify. Okay, and 2D array we cannot print the index because we can see the matrix program, but here I first print every time, first print, and then also we can remove not if required then. Okay, so now first part is complete. We can here static array. Yes, so that is a static array. So that is a initialization of 2D array. Okay, and two for loop is required to scan of that and printing also. Here we can directly print because we can initialize the static element. So I remaining this syntax for you and give the comment line. And here I declare the again because that for your reference, if you forget to use, so you can require. And here I design as it is and give the comma and I and j. So here for reference for you, how to I remove this ij, and just that is a static. Here I write in also we can say that static declaration of array. So that is a static declaration. Okay, so that syntax you can remember. And now we can scan also, so user side. So I just copy this all and paste because that is 2 for loop is required. So now we can also print the message also here. Yes, so first UI here message. So here we can in outside of for loop, not inside the for loop. So enter 2D array elements. Okay, and that is a slash n. So that is a message. And now we can scan. Yes, here we can just remove. And if you print the index, so I can remain in first index. Yes, and then scanf function. So I remove the. Okay, so percentage d only one is required, and then ampersand x of I. Yes, and x of j. So that is finished. So we can scan also, and printing is already done. We have to, okay, and just I copy this message to our printing element. So here in between. So here we can print. I enter what you remove, and here 2D array element R. Yes, so that is a as below. And first we cannot provide any slash n, then we can also vertical, that horizontal print row by row. So here you can enter 2D element, that x of 0 0 means first element you have to enter. So again I give the same element, but now we can scan. First we can give the static. So simplicity first row, and that is gap 1 slash n we have to provide. So first row is completed, and there are 3 elements 1 2 3. Okay, and that is index 0 0 0 1 0. Row is 0 means that first row, and column is 0 1 2 3. All 3 column 3 by 3 matrix, that call as a matrix. And then 4 5 6, that second row is complete. So row is 1 1 1 because second row, and column 0 1 2 always because that is as index 0 1 and 2. And now 2 2 and 0 1 2, that is a third row index. So 7 8 and 9. So same that scan and print also. So very simple way I can step by step give the idea. And now we can done the sum. Okay, so how to done the sum? We can take one variable sum here. We can print the element sum, and sum always initialize 0. Okay, And here we can printing time also sum and scan time also we can done both in time. So here we can print to that taking some element. So here sum uh, uh, plus equal to, and that x of I and x of j. So what is the full form of this statement? Sum equal to sum plus x of that is x of I and x of j, that is pronunciation. So there is a 2 times 1 statement sum is used, so we can shortcut, means that compound assignment operator we have to use. So what is benefit? We cannot write the same variable in 2 times. Okay? So that is very simple. You have to know in I 1D array also that type of some short technique used in our so many video lecture. Okay, and next outside here all for loop is completed, that we can print to our sum, the summation or addition, we can say that, or summation here only element sum. Addition is a different, well, like 2D array we can sum to each other element. So that is a addition. Here summation only element sum. So summation is %d and print the sum. And here when provide the slash n, so that's not a concatenation anywhere. Okay, so here yes there is no any error, and let us I give same element 1 2 3. Yes, first row is complete, 4 5 6. So we can identify scanning time. First row is complete. Now turn to second row and third row. So then and I print the index. So here 45. Yes, so I think that perfectly. Yes, so you have to like 1 to 9, that sum is 45. Okay, so that is a 6 plus 10 15 15 6 10 21 21 10 7 28 28 and uh, 8. So 28 plus 8, so 36, and 36 plus 9 45. So we can count, we can easily know I what is sum. So means 1 to 9. So you can also calculate that sum. Yes, very simple. Okay, so we can print the sum of element, and here one I give the metric format printing, that is a perfectly, here you can look our output is a perfectly. But in metric programming some not require, the in scanning time we can print the index, so we can previously print our element. So that is a look better. I'll give the idea here. So here I remove this yes index and also our ij variable, and now how look to output. Yes, let us, and now at that time I not give the sequence element, any randomly element give. So you can also give randomly element, there is no any problem. Okay. So not element I give. Okay, so it is remaining, some element is repetition, no problem, and phi is not there. Okay. So that is a look like a metric format. Yes, so here, and you can also like metric, you have to know one vertical line is there, so I also print that line. So where we have to print, so here we can, if here print, so every time in between print, so here we can print in out here first starting time. So here that symbol, yes, that symbol we have to, and before the our slash n, that yes here. So let us how it's look. Okay, so that I also give randomly element. Yes, so how it's look, and yes 8 is not there, 5 is not there, 7 is not there, and 1 is uh, one element we can repeat. Okay, no problem. So yes, so that is a like a metric format, you have to know very well, that is a metric format. So that sum 52. Okay, so you can count, or one blank page is required, otherwise all are well. In our last slash n is provided, that time blank is there, but in first that is element in directly uh, that line touch to means concatenation. So some blank page here one provide the blank. Yes, now let us check, because here is a already we can provide blank, and then that is a taking this slash n, and for that element or symbol is print. Okay? That is a vertical like bitwise or is there. Okay, so here now I can use sequentially element. Yes, so that is perfectly. So that is a we can print the metric format because 2D array element is a metric row and column collection. So that is a perfectly. At that time we cannot print the index. If you like the index, that is also perfectly. But when we can done the metric programming to the array, that is we can simplicity remaining as it is, just look better. So we can understand because already we can print index in scan time. So we can means avoid to printing time index. If you print in both time scanning and printing, there is no any hurdles. But here looking better for matrix array. Okay, so I think you can perfectly understand that is a row by row, 3 by 3 matrix is there. Okay. So yes, so I can done. Yes, what is a, so that is our syntax. Yes, that 2D array, data type, array name, row size, column size. So here we can first done. I summarize all these things. So static, yes, static declaration. So 3 by 3 matrix. So that is a syntax declaration and initialize it both one place. Okay. So that time brace, yes, that is known as a brace. So opening, closing. So here start and here close, that main brace. So I one gap, so you can identify. And then row by row, one row is complete and then comma, give the comma operator. In between comma and every row complete, that time you can provide also comma, some blank space provide so you can see easily. So that I remaining comment line. So your reference first you can done the static array and then handle the means scanning, user side scanning. That is not dynamic array, but user side. Memory allocation, I every in first 1D array also I can saying that memory allocation, malloc, alloc, and realloc, three function we can use. Then and then that array is a dynamic or pointer we have to use pointer. So then that we can say that that array and pointer is very close concept. Internal array work as a pointer and pointer work as a array. That is a we can see in the pointer time concept. So here we can 2D array start, and that is first my video lecture 2D array, how to static 2D array declaration and printing, and now we can scan the element and then printing. That is also static array. Okay, so and 1 year remaining to our always. So that is also you can control here fix 3 by 3 matrix. So how to we can like 2 by 2 or 4 by 2, that type of array scanning and printing. So here you can provide row and column, that R and C, not N we have to provide. And here you can take the user side, like here I give the message. So enter, we can say that row uh, size of 2D array, or you can say that enter 2D array row size, that type of message. So yes, here first 2D, we can say that like 2D array row size. Okay, so that's not problem. So here scan. So what to do? Yes, that is a first, yes, scan and R, and I copy this because single that we can give the n variable to our size, and here now we can 2 because row and column is there. So here column size. So here we can scan the C, and now I initially give some big size, like in our 1D array we can I also done this type of. So here I 2020, and then here I use the R and here I use the C. So that is all. Our static row size fix, we can some taking the user side, some dynamic size, not a dynamic array. Yes. So that complete. Yes. So there is 2 time change scanning and print. There is no any error. Let us check. So enter 2D array row size. Yes. So we can take like 2 only, and also column is 2 for simplicity. So I give like 1, 2. That first row is complete by 2 by 2 matrix. Yes, that print perfectly. And that sum is also we can calculate easily. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 is sum digit, means element sum. Okay, So that is a controlling, and we can also give more like 4 by 3. Yes, 4 by 3. So row is 4, but column is 3. That type of not perfectly reach the square metric, that is known as a square metric. But we can some different size. Row is a 4 and column is 3. So look like how it works. So yes, first row complete, but 3 element, but row is a 4. So now element is more scanning. Just yes, I leave by mistakenly 2. Okay, no problem. So here I give the 8 again. Okay, now next time that also scan. That is fourth row. So that is 2-digit element that disturb to our line. Yes. So otherwise that is perfectly. Okay, so I run again and give some difference. So here I give the more less row and column more. So that is a 3 row and 4 column. Yes, that is also possible. So reverse means that type, not square metric. So here we can scan like 1, 2, 3, and 4 also. That 4 column in one row. Yes. Yes, then 5, 6, 7, 8, then 9 again, one start. Okay, for simplicity. So row is 3, column is 4. So now complete. 3 row is complete and 4 elements. So that is a 3 by 4 matrix. So we can a chance to scanning different type of row and size also in that technique. Okay, in previously what happened, we can fix 3 by 3, not any other element here, like look in our static that declaration. So that is a fix. Now we can, what happened, we can chance to scanning different value to our 2D array and print, and that element we can also sum. Okay, so that is a perfect, you can give any number of like 5 by 2, 5 by 4, 5 by 3, 3 by 3, 2 by 2. Okay, so depend upon your requirement. So that is a, and in multiplication of 2D array, that is a rules row and column sum. So that time we can again see the what is a providing the restriction that row, and that time we can take care. So row and column is not we can give like column must be same rules is there, so we can take that care that time. But here is no any hurdles because we can just scanning and printing. So metric of transport metric, inverse metric, symmetric matrix. So we can all metric different type of handle these 2D arrays. So first we can learn the how to scanning and how to print and how to declare. Once first declaration, then static initialization, that is known as a static element initialization. Then we can scan. Yes, and element is dynamic, but array is not dynamic. Okay, and here row and column I also dynamic, means taking user side. So here we can initially give some big size 20, 20, and then we can scan different type of combination 3 by 2, 5 by 2, 4 by 4, 3 by 3, 4 by 3, 4 by 3, 3 by 4. That is different type of matrix scanning and printing. So that is the first video lecture of 2D array, and then enjoy you can, and very important for your 2D array understanding. Yes, so I close write this program to your note, very simple way I can understanding step by step. So here that file you can write to your notes. Okay, so now I close this session and quit. So just subscribe my channel Ashok Sijala Academy and press the bell icon to never miss any update. Thanks for your watching, supporting, and sharing my video lecture. And Hare Krishna.